Hello viewers, my name is Canvas and welcome back to Ultimate Custom Night. Today I will continue the challenges. Yesterday I managed to achieve what I wanted and I got the first 3 of them done. So tomorrow it's time to do Pay Attention 1 and 2 and Ladies Night 1 to 3. And at that point we'll be at halfway, which is the goal. And it shouldn't be that difficult, like the first 3 were actually quite easy. These ones should be, at least Ladies Night is more complicated from what I've seen, but it shouldn't be that crazy. We are only really getting into the juicy stuff in the chaos modes, so that's going to be fun. But for now, Pay Attention 1 and 2. It shouldn't cause much of an issue. Okay, so I'm trying to get the mindset before going into this, like, how am I starting it? Like, power generator, for sure. You can cheese this. And this is the approach that I want to take. That you basically pull the monitor up and never put it down. You will have to listen in for a scrap trap. But other than that, I'm not sure who can hear me. Oh yeah, Music Man. So we have to listen to those two. Apart from that, everybody can be dealt with the monitor up, or some of them don't even appear when I have the monitor in front of me, so it should be easy. Okay, so first things first, power generator and then Def Coin. Either Funtime Foxy or the Marionette, but Funtime Foxy is a bit easier to keep track of while you have the monitor up, so I will Def Coin the Marionette as soon as I can, and then yeah. Hopefully I didn't forget the buttons, so I don't need these guys are not active, so I don't need the heater. I won't need the music box, yeah. Okay, let's do it. Power generator and then cams, and we go from there. Okay, so we have to press 1 and then F like the side vent, or what's the name? Where is it? Yeah, close side vent. That's gonna be important for Scrap Chef whenever he makes a noise to shut that immediately. And also for Music Man, when I can hear him, I have to shut off the power generator and the fan. And when it becomes quiet, I can open them again, or I turn them on again. That's going to make it a bit more complicated, but it should be easy enough. So let's try it. Okay, power generator is gonna look for coins. Okay, so Funtime Fox is not active until 3 AM. That's good. So I'm going to increase my volume so I can hear what I have to hear. Okay, just one more. Okay, so that's Music Man. Yeah, I stopped the ventilation and also the power generator. And I cannot hear him, so it's back on. I did hear a FUD. Like very early on. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, I have to deal with stuff like that sometimes. Okay, that's Music Man once again. So the thing is that I heard a FUD very early on, and I'm not sure what it was because nothing was closed. Okay, this should be the unfairly easy strat, but still I'm struggling with it. I mean, I'm not struggling that much, but I'm not very good with the keyboard. Okay, that was Scrap Shop. Thankfully I reacted in time. On this difficulty level he's quite lenient. That's what I was going to say, that, oh boy, that there are so many buttons I have to press with one of my hands. Like with the left hand it's like 5, 6, well, depending on the night, but it can be up to 9 different functions that I can, or maybe 10 that I have to operate with that one hand. Usually not at the same time, but I'm not used to playing on a keyboard anyway, or using a keyboard that much, so I think that's going to be a bit of a challenge later on. I'm waiting it out a bit. Okay, and Scraptrap only attacks once per night, so we are already past that. So we don't have to worry about him. Only Music Man, really. But I have a lot of power, I don't even really need the power generator anymore. I'm just well, I will have it on because I can react in time. I don't have to pay attention to anything else, so it's going to be a piece of cake. So you have a button for that, for skipping that ad, but you can just click on the button. I think that's going to be a bit easier going forward. Because the key on the keyboard that you have to use is Enter, and I have to use that with my right hand. And I don't want to take it off the mouse. I think that's way more important. Okay, forgot to turn stuff back on. But it's fine. So I was calculating how many times on an ideal night you have to reset the ventilation. Because it starts flashing after 30 seconds and then you die after a further 20 seconds, so 50 overall. So ideally, I calculated that if you reset every 39 seconds or more, so you wait 39 seconds at least between two resets, then you can reach a minimum amount, which is 5 each night. I was very confident about my power levels, but actually, well, I will have quite a bit remaining, but not that much. It's going to be like, I don't know, 10%. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so power is not that friendly as I thought. Okay, now I will not even turn it back on. Yay. Okay, well, these are still kinda useless. Okay, so what is changing? Well, the difficulty level of everyone is increasing quite a bit. Yeah, it does. So it's going to be the exact same gameplay, but the room for error is going to be smaller. I think I will have to worry about Scraptrap quite a bit. He's gonna be the number one issue. Once he's repelled, then from then on it should be a walk in the park once again. And he can attack every 29 seconds, so I have to keep an eye on that if I want to be quick. Let's see. Okay, what am I doing? Power generator is on. Okay, this is... we might die here. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so... stuff is happening.
I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way.
Honestly, I was worried that the challenges I had planned for today will be so easy that I will not have a jump scare that I like putting on the thumbnail. That's not a worry anymore. Okay, so to recap what happened. I turned on the power generator, pulled up the monitor, started looking for coins. And then I started hearing Balloon Boy. I closed the side vent, but I think it was too late. Something pulled on the monitor, I'm not sure what it was. It could have been him. Then I saw that Nightmare BB is standing, but I can't flash the light because Balloon Boy is disabling the flashlight. Then I heard Music Man, turned off everything. Then in the time I wasted, the marionette music box ran out, and I died because of that. But also, Scrap Chef was just appearing when that was about to happen. I'm not sure what I could do differently here, honestly. Well, I should close the side vent immediately as I hear Balloon Boy, I think. Or JJ, although I'm not sure if she is making any noise. But, I mean, if I get through with the death coin sequence, then from that point it should be easy, but I have to get there somehow first. Okay, power generator, my finger is on the button for the side vent. Okay, so he's already inside. I'm not sure what was the strat when he's already in. But he just left after some time. Okay, Music Man. Aha.
Seeing you powerless is like music to me.
So I do not have enough time to collect 10 coins before the Marionette's music box runs out. So I have to wind it up sometimes. And it would be also nice to check out Funtime Fox's showtime to make sure I do not die at 1 AM, because that's a possibility. So let's do that. Okay, so Balloon Boy going inside was not that much of an issue, because he disables the flashlight, which is only used for Nightmare Baby, but if I don't have the monitor down, that shouldn't be an issue. But on the first attempt, something pulled down the monitor. I'm not sure what that was. It could have been actually myself. I just didn't notice. But anyway. Okay, so what's the show time? 2 AM. Nice. Wind this up. Catch the fish. Look for coins. Finger on the button for the side vent. Wind the music box. Reset ventilation while I'm at it. Turn off anything that makes noise. Okay, Scrap Shop is no issue anymore, so that's good.
Oh, that's me.
Stuff is happening.
Hello? Hello?
What?
Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Well,
I'm here to talk you through
missed
some of the things you can expect to see during your
the-
first week here and to help you get started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard
Okay, so I missed
about
the
old locations,
phone call.
you know. Some people still have a
So,
somewhat negative
Music Man is not
impression
happy.
of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for
Okay, he
quite a
did go
while,
back.
but I want to reassure
So,
you, Fazbear Entertainment
am I
is
going to
committed
die if it
family
goes
fun and above all,
to a certain
safety.
level? If
They
in F6 you die when it reaches
animatronics,
120
facial
degrees.
recognition,
Here I don't think you are
mobility.
actually.
They even let them
I
walk
think
around
it's
during
just
the
that
day.
some animatronics
Isn't that
kill you if it goes above 100. But none of them are active today, so at least in this challenge. So that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, Music Man is not happy once again. Everything is turned off, noise is at 0, so that should be fine on his side. Phone call somewhere, yeah. That was a weird placement. Okay, turning the stuff back on, resetting the ventilation soon. Okay, so turn to 3 AM. And I have about 50% power, that's good. Okay, that was a bit sketchy. Like the mute button for the phone call was over the dock system, so when I clicked that, it also switched to that part of the monitor, but thankfully... Also, I forgot to turn stuff back on. 1 second. Wait, that's not good. To be fair, do I need the monitor anymore? I don't think I do. Oh, I need the ventilation reset. So where is the... Okay, I missed the phone call. So we are turning everything else off. That makes any noise.
You're doing great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, they usually move on to other things by now.
Okay, so not getting OMC made that I couldn't open the monitor. That was an issue. Okay, so I will be able to do this with one ventilation reset. I'm pretty sure that it's safe to do whenever. I don't have to do anything. I will close the side vent just in case someone attacks. But I did not, and thankfully the phone call just ended when Music Man started to be aggravated, so... Okay, no more ventilation resets. I'm not dealing with that parrot. I forgot to turn the fan back on again. But now it's on the way. Okay, 20 seconds. Okay, Music Man didn't like the ad. Okay, caught the fish. Muting the call. I don't have to worry about the ventilation anymore. I have enough time. And we should be okay. Yay. Just shy of the next cutscene. Because you get them at every 700 points. Okay, so this one paid very well in points actually compared to how difficult it was or wasn't. Okay, so 2, let's say, categories are done. Next one. Now this is gonna be more interesting, Ladies' Night. Okay, so we try to think loud and remember how to actually deal with any of these. So Mangle and Circus Baby, I have to keep the camera feed on camera number 2. Ballora, I have to listen for her music and then shut the corresponding door, so either left or right. Yesterday I couldn't hear much of a difference with speakers. There is a little bit obviously, but they're quite close together, so I think if I'm not sure I will just close both doors. Toy Chica I have to put in a mask whenever she appears. And that could be why cams are, or at least I have the monitor up, so I have to listen for static. Now Chica is gonna be interesting. I have to have the global music box turned on every 15 seconds. So you have to pay attention to that for the whole night. And I use it, you can turn it on with number 5, I think, 5 on the keyboard. And because of Video Chica, I have to close the forward vent every time I check the cams, so she doesn't get him. Now Jacko Chica is the interesting one with the temperature. Yeah, it says that if it goes above 100 degrees, then she's getting you. With Happy Frog, I have to, in the duct system, place an audio lure. Apart from that, I'm not sure if I have to do anything with her, to be honest. Okay, Rockstar Chica is actually not going to be an issue. Quantum Chica is just a distraction. That's fine. Scrap Baby, whenever she's in the office and looking at me, I have to zap her, but not too often because that changes the power. Or it would be nice to know the intervals of how much I can wait before shocking her. I think I will wait like a couple of seconds, but not more, because I don't want to die to that. So it's going to be power generator, audio alert in the duct system, go to cam 2, because I don't think in this one I'm def pointing anyone, and I leave it there, and the reset ventilation while I'm at it. Leave the monitor, and then only have it up for the ventilation resets. Every 15 seconds with key number 5 I have to turn on the global music box. And apart from that, I mean, I shouldn't let the temperature above 100, but there is no one that would require the turning off the fan. Although with her, the heater being on, she's immune to the heater. Okay, that was actually very useful to read. Then yeah, this should actually be, now that I said it, quite easy. So which buttons do I need? 1 and 5. Other than that, oh yeah, Ballora. Okay, that's going to be a bit of a bigger issue. Okay, go. So power generator, duct system, camera number 2. Power generator is on, duct system, place it there. Cam number 2, reset, back. Turning up again the volume. So what am I doing? Okay, so I just realized in time that at every 15 seconds I have to turn on the global music box with key number 5 and then with key number 1 back on the power generator. Okay, so I keep doing that. And I'm listening for Ballora. Okay, so I have 20 seconds. So I have to close that. And okay. Okay, be ready with the button. That low-key scared me. The scariest stuff in these games is when you have to listen to the audio, at least for me. Because then I'm paying so much more attention, I'm so much more sensitive to jump scares. Okay, we wait for the next interval and then reset the ventilation. This way, I'm having my pinky on the 1 key and my pointer on the 5 key. Because those are the ones I need the most. So whenever I will have to use the doors, that will be interesting if I can do it on time, but hopefully yes. I didn't hear anything from Ballora yet, so it should be fine. I have enough time to wait for the next interval and then reset the ventilation. Oh, it's getting quite dark quite soon. Okay, don't forget about the vent. Vent back down. And then just listening. It would be convenient if I didn't hear Ballora at all, but to be fair, for some practice it wouldn't hurt. Because it's going to be needed on later nights. So once again, just about to have time for the next interval at 3 minutes and then deal with the vents. It's going to get super dark, but that's okay. And this time someone actually hit her head in the vent door, so that was useful. It means I'm doing it for a reason. Okay, so far so good. I didn't actually calculate how many times I need the ventilation again. I think if I check this one out, I can do it with only 1. I'm getting more and more marginal with the global music box. Okay, at this point it's enough to do just 1 reset. The baby is there, but that's okay. That's actually where we want her. Because for someone like her, who's moving through the corridor in the old-fashioned way. If you have the camera system on her, then she will not be able to move you, even if you're not looking at her directly, which is awfully convenient. Shouldn't I be able to just close everything at this point? You know what, let's close up. The shop is closed. End of the night. Although power is going down very quickly, but that's okay. Yay. Is that the score? That's insultingly low. To be fair, it was in fact easy. But now we are ramping it up quite a bit. Because on Ladies Night 2 and 3 you have... Okay, I was wrong. So far we are only adding Nightmare Manga. Okay, the door doesn't work on him, that's good to know. But do I have to buy the plush? I think she can be cam store just like Baby. So it's going to be the exact same once again. What was Ballora's difficulty? Yeah, it was on 1. And we didn't meet her, but on 5 it could happen. So do I have to close the upfront vent when I'm doing the first sequence on the monitor? I hope not. I didn't do it last time. I mean, her difficulty is bigger, so... Well, I will try not to, and then we'll see. So power generator, duct system, cams, reset, down. Okay, nice. And then do the... What is it, the music box? Yes? Okay, so it's going to be the exact same. I just turned up my volume a tiny bit. On the stream it should be the same, because I only turned up my speakers directly. I'm trying to listen. Ballora is like an actual realistic threat at this point. But on this one you should have enough power to deal with her, even if you close both doors. Okay, that was a bit long. Last time I turned... Okay, that's a first. I forgot that she exists. Okay, but I reacted in time. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just keeping my eye on the timer and those very important 15-second intervals. And I'm trying to keep my ears open as well. Okay, I can actually hear her.
Why do you hide inside these walls?
So in the time I moved my finger from the power generator button to the door, I was already dead. That's a bit worrying. And what's gonna be her level? It's going to be 10. Does she appear later? Yeah, on Chaos 1, but only with 5. Well, it's the same difficulty as this time, and it's plenty difficult enough, so... Yeah. I need to be quicker. I was pretty sure it was coming from the left. I think I could hear a difference, but... Just in case, I will probably shut both doors if I have the time. So yeah, apart from that, everything was going smoothly. Yeah, but as expected, it's Ballora that's the real issue here. Okay, what am I doing? It would be nice to keep the camera pointing to the exact middle, but it's very difficult to do so. I'm not... talking as much because I'm listening to the music that low-key scared me. Yeah, once again, having to listen to stuff makes it so much more intense. Okay. The two buttons I will need are what? A and D. A for the left door, D for the right door. I will just close both, at least on this night, because power should be more than enough. Okay, I can wait for the next interval. It's going to be 2 a.m. and then I will deal with the ventilation. When I'm doing that, I'm removing my fingers from the buttons. I'm not sure why I'm doing that, but I should really stop. I can deal with everything on the monitor just with the mouse itself. I thought I heard something. But also I'm pretty sure that the view was fading when she was getting close. Or it could have been a coincidence and it could have been caused by someone else, but I think it was her. Okay, so I can wait until 2:15 before the monitor. That's not what I wanted. But thankfully there was no threat that could have killed me while I had the monitor up. I mean, Vidor Chica could have been with the front vent, but I kept that closed, thankfully. No music is being heard. Okay, now I can actually hear. Okay, okay, come on. I can hear you.
We're going to have so much fun together.
Okay, I can still hear her. Okay, now it's being caused by her for sure. The fading of the eyesight. You can wait for the next interval. Yes, 3:30. Close the vent. Check ventilation. Open the vent. Okay, I have more than enough power. Okay, at least she showed herself as well. Okay, so I'm not sure if it's time yet to close both doors.
Why do you hide inside these walls?
I wish I closed both doors. But this one was quick, like, I just started to talk when I started to faintly hear the music and then done. However, in the meanwhile, I got a notification that Solomon subscribed. Thank you. I'm not sure if you are actually watching the stream or not, or it could be a coincidence, but thank you, regardless. So, yeah, the room was fading when Ballora was near, but at that point I was pretty much dead. And when the music was so faint, I could not make out the side. So I think, unfortunately have to close both doors. But that's okay, I have the energy for that. It's just that she was so quick. Yeah, apart from that, it was going smoothly. Like, she's the only real issue here. Okay, I was worried that the stream is going to be too short. Maybe that worry was unnecessary. Okay, so power generator duct, cam 2. Reset. Nice. Wait for the 15-second interval and deal with the music box. Okay, do I have the... Okay, I don't think I need much more volume. The jump scares are already incredibly loud. And like I could hear the music last time when I died. I'm not sure I could have heard it much earlier than that, to be honest. Okay, both doors.
Admit it. You wanted to let me in.
Actually, low-key, yes, but like I heard it. I think this time I could have had enough time, but I pressed the wrong button. I closed the side vent on accident. There was a lot of things going on because I was ready to... It was getting to 45 seconds. I was getting to turn on the music box and then to a Chica piece. Okay, put on the mask and the music. Oh, where's the door button? Done. So yeah. And my fingers were already around the door, so I should have been able to press the button for the music box. I'm not sure if how it works, like if I miss an interval with Chica, am I dying instantly or there is just a chance that I'm dying? I'm not sure. I think it's just a chance. But yeah, I wouldn't want to risk it if I don't have to. Oh, and also that's the noise I can hear actually, like the pots and pans in the kitchen from Chica. When that sound effect stops, that's when she's on the way. But you can actually hear it. At least here, without the monitor up, I cannot hear that. Candy Cat is trying to scare me in the meanwhile. Okay, so this is where I died the last time. Okay, not forgetting about the vent. Oh, that's a party going on outside. Oh, hi, man. It's nice to see you at the streams. I pressed the wrong button. It's such a shame that you cannot actually see what you're turning on and off in the background. Thank you. Are you familiar with Five Nights at Freddy's or you're not sure what's going on? Yeah, if I saw this the first time, I will be very confused. I'm going to say that. Vent, reset. Okay, so far Ballora is nice. Oh, you know what's going on? Good. It would be difficult to explain from the start. I remember that it was a lot to me to take in the first time I played this. I mean, it was a few years ago that I completed this on console. I think it was 2 years ago at this point. And then I looked up the tutorials once again, that I'm doing it on PC once more, but yeah. Without being completely new, it wasn't that bad, but the first time was actually quite a bit. Or if you have a good guide, then it can be explained quite well. Okay, that was close. Like, this time when I heard the music, I actually closed it on time, obviously, because I'm still alive, but I think the reaction time is getting there. Yeah, without a guide, it would be low-key impossible. I mean, there is a bit of a introduction to everyone in the menu, but that's not helping you that much. So I heard Ballora for just a bit. But now I think I'm safe. No, not again. I was trying to listen. I couldn't hear her anymore. Or can I? No, I think I can. It shouldn't be like an insta-kill anyway. Okay, so I have time for the next interval. Oh, you like drawing? That's cool. Are you doing it professionally or just as a hobby? Or both? I was never too big on it, but I was also always looking up to the guys that were actually good at it. Okay, so it's quite close to the end. I didn't pay attention to the ventilation. Okay, so I will just close the doors. I think it's late enough where I can just sit out the whole night. Yeah, 2 seconds. Yeah, this one is in the bag finally. Yay. Just as hobby, nice. I would say it's actually fairly calming experience. Okay, so Ladies Night Free, now that's going to suck. Like, one time Foxy is introduced to the mix. Which means, what does it mean actually? That I have to... honestly, do I need the dev coin? I mean, to be fair, like, ideally I should only have to look at him for like once or twice in the whole night. Actually, I might just play it like that, now that I think about it. Okay, so what he does is that he's going to call you, and then when you can hear the phone ringing, there's going to be a mute button somewhere randomly on screen, and you have a few seconds to press it, and then he stops. If you don't, then he will start to talk for like 30-ish seconds, and it's increasing the noise, because you have a noise meter and some animatronics. Music Man is the only one I know of. Can kill you if you're making too much noise for too long. So that's why it's a bit of a headache. Because you have some useful stuff like the fan that's keeping the room cool, that also emitting noise. So if phone guy is on, you are turning that off to not make that much noise, and the room gets hotter, so it can be an inconvenience. Thankfully, he's not going to be active now, but honestly, I will switch him for anyone else from this lineup. No worries. Okay, so it's going to be the usual power generator, audio lure, and the duct system. And I will check out the timing of One Time Foxy to know when I have to. Oh no, it doesn't work. Because for Baby and I believe Nightmare Mangle to be stopped, I have to look at camera number 2 for the whole night, so they stay in place. Which means I cannot change cams to look at Funtime Foxy when I have to, so I will have to defcoin her. Now that's going to be fun. Because it's usually taking me like 30 seconds when the night begins to gather enough coins to get the def coin to get rid of him. And in the meanwhile, a lot of stuff can kill me in those 30 seconds, especially with the monitor up. Honestly, there's not much to think about. I will just go into it tonight and see how it goes. Okay, so dock system. Look for coins. Pay attention to the 15-second interval and pay attention to Ballora's music. Easier said than done. Okay, I changed the music when I had to. When if Ballora shows up in the next few seconds, that is certain death. Okay, enough for the death coin. Okay, okay, Ballora was stopped just on time. However, I'm not sure if I turned on the music box in enough time, so... Who's that? Okay. Okay, this time actually I was thinking about missing the music box, so I didn't actually pay attention, and for now I certainly missed it. So Chica might be an issue. Well, I can only hope that she's not going to be a problem. Okay, that was JJ. Ooh. Ballora once again. Okay. Well, it depends on what do you mean. Like, is it difficult technically, or is it difficult to get viewers? Because I think to get actual viewers starting from zero is arguably even more difficult with streams than it is with videos. At least that's what I heard. I have not been streaming for that long, so I don't even know. I mean, on a technical level, it's a pain to set it up the first time so everything works. Like the visuals are good, it's not lagging, the audio is good, and notifications are turned on, whatever. But once you get it working, and you don't have to touch it again that much, then from then on technically it's not that bad. But yeah, starting out, getting viewers on stream, that's quite difficult. But to be fair, I'm doing it mainly for practice anyway, because I struggle a lot with the voiceovers for the videos. I started streaming so I can practice talking. Okay, no worries, it was good to see you. Have a good night. Okay, Toy Chica is still a menace. Bye. I guess I think I have to wait it out. Yes. Close the vent, reset. Open the vent. Okay.
Don't get distracted.
Damn Palora. She's quick. Also, I have no idea of telling which side it is. But I couldn't hear the difference between the sides, but anyway, I don't even have time to even think about it. I just pressed both buttons, and I'm hoping that I was quick enough. So Scrap Baby is not doing much, is she? I saw the Vengeful Spirit. Isn't that supposed to be there? Wasn't it her or him? Or I mean they? I'm pretty sure that as I pulled the mask down, I saw that. I didn't know that that's how you get it, but that's actually kind of cool. Let's go. I forgot to say yay. Anyway. Actually, Loki forgot that was already Ladies Night 3 and not 2. Okay, that wasn't that difficult in the end. With shutting both doors with Ballora, that was manageable. Like after a few tries, I actually managed to move my fingers to the right buttons one time, so that was okay. I'm looking at this one where she's gonna be active again. Actually, this one is not that bad. So Ballora is not going to cause much of an issue anymore, because on this one it's... What does Phantom Angle do? Because I shouldn't keep up the monitor that much, but I'm not doing it anyway. Okay, mask, that's fine. Oh, this is gonna be funny. Okay, so Ballora is not really going to be a problem anymore. Okay, that's good news. So 5 challenges beaten today, 3 yesterday. That makes it 8 out of 16, so halfway through the week, at least for my schedule. So for tomorrow, on Wednesday, I will attempt to complete Creepy Crawlies 1 and 2, Nightmares Attack, and Spring Trapped. These ones will probably be a bit more difficult, but I haven't watched the guides on them yet, and I cannot remember, so we'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow, and goodbye.